there's a Redhead festival in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
And now I thought there was just like one big one that it was like known for, like it was like the main one.
Yeah.
But then the more I dug into it, there's like multiple ones. There's evidently one in Dublin.
Okay.
But there's also one in a town called Crosshaven. I hadn't heard of them before.
Me either.
But this one's pretty big. It actually, first of all, it's 4 redheads, so it's just like thousands of redheads.
Yeah. Only redheads can attend.
I guess. Well, from the pictures I saw, it was only redheads.
Okay.
But they crown a king queen of the Redhead Festival.
Okay.
And then they have games where they like try to figure out who has like the best eyebrows or the best shade of red.
Okay.
Or they have a competition for who has the most freckles per like square inch or something, like an area. I don't know. I just thought the whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
I've never been because I'm not a redhead, but it just seemed like an interesting thing to have a convention about.
Yeah, I agree.
Evidently, redheads only make up 2% of the population, like the global population.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like super rare.
Yeah, that is weird though, because I feel like we probably all know someone who's a redhead.
Yeah, I know quite a few. Yeah. And then the other weird thing is that it's so rare because it's a recessive gene that if both parents are redheads, it's only about a 25% chance that their kid will be a redhead.
Okay.
So even if you have 2 redheads, your kids might not be redheads. I don't know. I just thought that was weird.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of this convention or?
No, and I'm actually still a little surprised that in this day and age that it's still a thing.
There's probably a bald convention or a shaved head convention.
Yeah, you know what, man? That is a great thought. I need to join.
Well, I also wanted to say it's weird because I feel like, especially in Europe, where these at least 2 of these conventions are, it feels like in Europe they crap on people with red hair, like they make fun of them, like they discriminate against them.
Yeah,
and I've never understood that.
yeah,
Maybe I'm just biased or something, but I always feel like women I'm attracted to, if they had red hair, that's like an extra point for me or whatever in my head. I'm just like, oh, even more interested.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think that redheaded women are probably...
what are you trying to get me in trouble here? No.
Oh, no. Okay. Because, yeah, I probably would have told your fiance. She does not have red hair. This discrimination is actually bled over into like, what would you call it? Like conventional media or normal media. And in 2005, do you remember this? South Park made the Ginger Kids episode.
Yeah, I do.
That was messed up.
Yeah, that was.
It was basically for people who haven't seen it. It's Cartman, of course, being the one discriminating against everyone, and then the other kids think that this is really messed up. So what they decide to do is in the middle of the night they basically make up Cartman to be a redhead.
Yeah.
So he wakes up in the morning and his skin is like real light. And he's got freckles.
Yeah.
And he's got red hair. And then he just flips everything around. And then he mobilizes all the redheads and he gets them together to go back out into town and be like, we will not take this anymore. We will not be discriminated against. Which just feels like, classic Cartman.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I wonder if because you've heard of the term redheaded stepchild, right? Or,
yeah, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah. Well, basically, I don't know. I mean, I know some of that term originated from like well, obviously from the term like someone who's unwanted, but I don't know, maybe red hair was so rare and unwanted back in the day that if your child came out with red hair, you're like, that's some anomaly. We don't want anything to do with you.
Which to me just feels, well, now that I'm thinking about it more, probably par for the course as far as our society goes.
Yeah.
Making fun of people for just arbitrary crap.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm good on them for having that festival. Is there how long is that? Like, is it a one day? Do you know about that?
Here's the weird thing. I thought that there was just one famous one in Ireland, but there's not. There's several of them, and then there's a bunch of them across the United States. I think the one that does the King and Queen is 3 days.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I just it just seems weird. Like you see like famous actors or models or whatever that are redheads, and you hear the other ones talk about it like, oh, well, she gets all the attention because she's a redhead.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like society says, like, what were you saying? The redheaded
stepchild?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.